to the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show is where I go for the latest band info. So all around town radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the all around town radio show. The all around town radio.
Hey everybody, welcome to the program. We're going to bring you our weekend update coming right up. You can tell us who you got to see too coming right up.
It's the weekend review. It's a Bible coming for you.
Oh yeah.
Speaking with the fans, sometimes they don't show well, whatever man. We're coming who's playing out off the open jam with the who's who of talent. Come Friday night, ready to raise some hell.
All right. How y'all doing today? Welcome on a Monday. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's see what's shaking out there. Glenn checking in on the tube of you. Thank you. Steve Ware, how are you? Thank you for being here. The lovely Gina McCann. I did not request the white stuff. Sounds like you got a little more down south than we did up here in the north. I don't know. You know, what do they say? Snows like sex or something? I don't know. Yeah. Something like that. Hi, Carla. How are you? Thank you for being here. Welcome to the program today, guys. It's a Monday. It's been a hell of a week already. It's going to be a hell of a week this week. It is. Here's a little riff. Thank you. I like to throw that in at the end. Let's kill that. All right. Welcome to the program, guys. It's All Around Town Radio, your number one source for live local music, news, bands, venues, and more. And everything music. It's right here. It is in the house. So, yeah, big weekend. And you guys have been posting on our page for the last, about 15 hours or so. We've had it up on the page, and you've been posting who you got to see. And thank you so much for that. How are we hearing out there? Because I'm looking in my monitor, and it looks like I'm in a Chinese movie again, or one of those Japanese horror flicks with Godzilla. You know, the voices don't match the mouth. They don't. Let's see who else is checking in here. Edward Sawicki is in the house. What's going on, Ed? Good to have you with us. He said he got to see Devin Milton on Friday and CFG on Saturday. There you go. CFG's big album release party. CD release party, I should say. But yeah, good stuff. Hi, Bob Klein. Thank you so much for being with us today. Good to have you here. Alex, thank you. It was great to see you over the weekend, singing beautifully as always. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And it was great to see Ken Stapleton's hair. It was. He's got pretty hair, man. He does. I love you, Ken. I got to see the Contenders. I'm sporting the Contenders shirt today. Thank you guys for that. I am. And Dave says the place to hear what's been shaken. Well, I'm going to try to give you what's shaken. Actually, in Hillsboro, they had an earthquake, so it was shaken there over the weekend. That's my late breaking news for you, in case you didn't know. And Carla says it's all good on that end. Good. What's up? Hey, dear Scott. Thank you, Jim. I hope that's what you're saying. I don't know. Ken says he loves me. I love you back, brother. I do. It was great to see you this weekend. So let me get started. And if there's somebody you saw over the weekend that really wowed you and you want to drop it in the comments, if you didn't get it on the page in the call for that, please do. I have a ton of set lists today to talk about, which I know Carla's going to love. She loves to hear the set list. And we'll get to that in just a little bit. But right now, I do want to say thank you to those of you who dropped a little share on Thursday's show. We hit about 2.2 thousand views on that one between YouTube and the Book Face. So thank you for that. And again, that's the one we're really working hard to keep it going. The Who's Playing Out show. I know a lot of you already have your plans made by Thursday and all that for the weekend, but we try to keep that one rolling and mention the venues and mention the artists who submit to us each week to have it on our list. I think a lot of people too are printing that list or downloading that list off the Warren County Post website. And that's a good thing as well. Sean Cooper in the house from Milanos. Thank you. Valerie for being here. Thank you so much. Carla loves set lists. She does. She's a set list queen. She is. And Steve, I saw your videos or your pictures of that, man. The Harmonics, huh? They lived up to their name. Harmonicsband.com. Okay, there you go. Thanks for throwing that plug in for them. We appreciate you supporting live local music, man. Absolutely. I do know you well, Carla. I do. It's cold in the studio today, man. It's cold in here. I don't know. And Glenn said they saw Toast at Landmark Church and then Trillions for the Gamut. Haven't seen the Gamut in a while. I'd like to see them again. I love seeing those guys. Matt Matheny, how are you, my friend? Good to have you with us. Haven't seen you in eons, it seems like. Rick Kern in the house. Looked like he had a big show with the Eagles Project over the weekend and such. So looked good, as always. So welcome, guys, to Hall Around Town Radio on a Monday here. We call it the Weekend Update, and it's your Backstage Hall Pass to local music. And let's get started. Let me talk about Wednesday. I'm going to kick it all the way back to Wednesday. Wednesday of last week was epic. It was an epic night. I'm going to say epic a lot today. But a wonderful show. I love the fact that Gina and Johnny, as they like to be, I like to still call them the Gina and Johnny Band, but whatever you call them, just call them. Gina and Johnny bring in guests to play with them when they play at the Bell and the Bear sometimes. And that's really cool. And this week was beyond cool because it was Melissa Singer Reed, arguably one of the best voices in the tri-state. And fight me on it if you want to, but I think Melissa Singer Reed has an incredible voice. And yes, good stuff. Rick is going to Madeira Beach, Florida this weekend to see the Gina and Johnny Band. There you go. And that'll be a good one. I didn't get the invite on that. I must have missed the invite on that one, Rick. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Mike, how are you? Thank you. And Gina and Johnny with Melissa was incredible, Mike said. Yes. And Gina said she was in heaven on stage with her. Well, let me just preface this thing. I understand Melissa, as she was talking a little bit about this, was saying that she was nervous to be up there with Gina McCann. And interestingly enough, comparably, she said it was like taking the stage with Tina Turner. I thought, wow, that's a hell of an honor. And the two of them had great chemistry on stage. It was a wonderful evening. Just, you know, and honestly, I thought it would be elbow to elbow, and it really wasn't, which is okay with me. Is not always okay with the bar. You know, they want to fill the room completely, but I like it when it's intimate and not a lot of screaming folks covering up the music and all that. So it was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful, if I can say that a couple more times. Hi, Jeff. How are you? Good to see you Saturday as well. We'll be chatting it up about you guys here in a minute. Judy, it was great to see you Sunday, man. I had a hell of a weekend, guys, and I'm just getting started here. So let's keep rolling. Bill's writing in who he got to see, and he was there with us to see Gina and Johnny and Melissa Singer Reed. And what a combo! What great voices! I love Gina McCann's voice. You all know that. I have my little phrase I coined about butter and cayenne pepper sprinkled on top. She's got one of the most incredible voices as well. And I don't ever rank them in my top 5, but Gina and Melissa are in my top 5 female voices in the tri-state. And together, it was just another one of those magical moments at the Bell. And then you got Johnny playing guitar, Mike on the bass, Roger on the drums, and Greg Ambergy on keyboards. I actually got a few pictures of Greg without a pole in front of his face, so that was good. He'll appreciate that probably. But there's a little standing joke about him always being cropped out of the photos. But the whole combo was just fantastic. And I've got some songs here if I can see them. The set list is a little dark on my print here, but let's see, what were they doing in there? All kinds of fun stuff. Let's see. Can't Stand the Rain. Let's see what else they had. Respect in there. You Ought to Know. Natural Woman. Bobby McGee. Give Me Shelter, which was a killer tune done by them. And Melissa and Gina just wailing that one out. Gosh, what else do we have? I'm the Only One was in there. Rock and Roll. Let's see. Then, gosh, I'm trying to read all these. Hot Legs was in there later on. There's just so many great songs. Proud Mary. Yeah. And, you know, when Gina sings, Gina wails and just belts them out. And everybody loves that band, the Gina and Johnny band. They just, when I did the Winter Blues Experience a few weeks back, I will say, and we're glad Peter's on the mend, by the way. But they had a crowd. When I introduced that band, they had a full house. I mean, 500 and whatever seats in that ballroom, full. And man, they stayed the entire time. They just loved Gina and Johnny. So really good stuff there. And Melissa Singer-Reed is just a super person. And Gina will tell you, I mean, I'm sure she enjoyed being on stage with her, but she's so humble, as good as she is too. She's humble, she's loving, she's caring for other musicians. I've seen her cheerlead on the side of the stage for other female singers and all that, and rah-rah for them and everything else. So Melissa just, she's one of those great people in local music, and she's a gem. Exactly. So yeah, really good things. White Rabbit was in there. I didn't expect that. They were playing that as well. Gosh, some of their originals, the Gina and Johnny originals that were in there. And if you haven't heard their CDs, I've got them behind me back here somewhere. If you haven't heard some of their CDs, pick those up as well, or you can get them on the streaming platforms and such. So Gina and Johnny Wednesday, a special night there at the Bell and the Bear. Speaking of Wednesday, I'll be there this week along with Ray Renee. We're co-doing a night. I'm doing Name That Tune from 7 to about 9:15-ish. And then Ray's going to take over with karaoke about 9:30-ish, and she'll go till 1 o'clock in the morning. So you can join us on Wednesday night this coming week at the Bell and the Bear. We'd love to have you. It's going to be one of my, I think I've got one more left there this year, maybe in the season, till we're back at Heather's for the week, for every week, I should say, on Wednesdays. So I could talk all day on, obviously on Gina and Johnny. I could talk for hours, but you guys, a lot of you have seen them. You know what I'm talking about. And all you have to do is say that combo, and you're just like, wow, I'm sorry I missed it. For real, for real. Let me get to some comments here before I move to the next act that we're talking about. Hi, Jim Kilroy. Thank you. Judy said yesterday was so much fun. It was. We had a blast. And then the after party was fun too. And Carla says, I live for musicians respecting each other. Yeah. And none better than Melissa Singer-Reed and Gina McCann for supporting every other artist there is out there. And yeah, she made a comment about that too. Tina Turner. How about that? Tina Turner. Yeah. And Zach, thank you for being here. Jim McCarthy says Gina and Johnny Wednesday at the Bell. He saw a ton of stuff. And man, you're becoming a Gina and Johnny groupie, Jim. You are. That's okay though, because I am too. 100%. So thank you for that. I'm not going to dwell on any of them too heavy today, since I'm under a time constraint here with the show. But I am going to say thank you to the Bell and the Bear for always bringing the magic. The things that happen in there just tend to, get put into that little snow globe, and you shake it up, and it's just pretty. It is all the time. So thank you, Karis, for all you do. And thank you to Gina and Johnny for always bringing an artist in and supporting other artists. And Melissa had a busy week too, and she took time out of her week to come sing with them. So that says a lot as well. So thank you guys for that. All right. I got to move on, though. I do. I have to move on. So Thursday I went to see a band and unfortunately got to the venue and the band had canceled. So I didn't see any live music that night. I did end up at the local Eagles club and lost too much money gambling. So I'll say that, but I can't say that too loud, but yeah. Enjoyed it at the Eagles though. I always have good friends there and some fun. So that's where I ended up Thursday night. Friday night. Wow. How about Friday? Went to the casino in Monroe. It's called Miami Valley Gaming in case you've never been there. And I got to see Mojo Rising. How about Mojo Rising? You guys seen him? If you've seen Mojo Rising, raise your hand out there. I'd love to hear from you. Yeah, Mojo Rising. And I'm going to pull up their set list here too as I'm getting ready. But Mojo Rising, these guys got energy like the Energizer Bunny. Dave, being a front man, has tons of energy and flamboyance on stage, and his antics are great. He's a show in himself. Just specifically has always been a show with this band. And we've added his daughter Alex. Now, she is equally a great show. And together, their singing abilities are fantastic. Alex has brought something to this band that I've said now several times. Just she's brought a new life into this band. Not that they were bad, not that anything was going on with them, but she's just taken it to an all new level with them. And they've been able to add a lot of songs too that wouldn't normally be done typically by a male singer. So Alex is rocking it, and she's got the look. Dave's got the look on stage. They're show people. And that's cool. And even when Alex isn't singing and she's just playing a tambourine and kind of doing backups or up there, she's wonderful. Now, and this band too switches out players, drummers. Dave will go back behind the kit. Lots of fun moving parts to Mojo Rising. And, you know, you've got Chris Will over there on guitar, Eric on the other guitar side. They're both great guitar players and entertaining folks. And then Izzy on the bass, and his vocal ability is so good as well. Just a fantastic band. Now, before I get to their set list, Scott's going to get on a roll for a second. Fasten your seatbelts, people. And I have a good relationship with Miami Valley Gaming. I do. But I'm going to tell you, Miami Valley Gaming, you hire a sound company. There is one young man that works there. I've heard him mix sound. He's wonderful. The guy that was there Saturday night is asleep at the wheel. You got to fix it. I got to say that. This band deserved better sound. They're a better band than that. They deserve better sound. And I'm not talking about the PA in the background. That goes on at every casino. You know, they're making announcements and doing that crap. But sound was awful. It was for, you know, how do you mix the sound when you're behind the PA and you can't hear the front of house? That's going to be my next item up for bids on The Price is Wrong, Bob. It really offended me. It did. As a music connoisseur, I like good sound. And I am blessed to have great sound people that I'm surrounded by all the time that do a wonderful job. But not so good. No. And again, I know the band. I know their quality of sound. I know the way they play. And it's all in the mix. The mix was not up to par. And it was no fault at all of the band. Let me say that 100 times over. Zero fault of the band. You can't sit there and eat chicken wings and not pay attention to what's going on. I'm sorry. Got to say it. My observation only. And there were some other people there too. And, you know, I even thought to myself, I said, self, move around the room, see what you can hear. So I went out and I sat at a little penny slot machine and I was pretending I was playing a lot, but I wasn't, because they don't like you to just take up space. So I'm there. I'm listening. Not good. Move to another machine that's over on the other side, still within view of the band. Not good. I can't. Miami Valley, do better. Please do better. If you're going to have bands, you're going to pay these bands to be there. They're great bands that you have there. Give them the honest sound they need. That's all I'm going to say about that being on a roll thing. So let me look at the comments before I talk about their set list. And yes, who else we have out there? Wow. Brad is here from Abe's Lincoln. Thank you. Gina is here. Gina, I love you. Thank you so much. You and Timmy are great people. I really, truly mean that. Lots of great people. Leah's here from Sugar Rock. Carla says, wow, great list they had. Yes. Bell and the Bears, a beautiful vibe. Thank you. Chris Reese in the house. How you doing, Chris? Mr. Burroughs Tavern's here. Thank you for being with us. Mike said Blackbone Cat Friday at the Naughty Pine. You got to see. There you go. Rick was in that one too. Absolutely. And Glenn says Mojo Rising is great. I agree. And Gina says love them. Big energy. And of course. And let me get down to some more comments because I'm sure things are coming here. They're coming. Alex says, oh, shucks. Love you, Alex. You're wonderful on stage. You really are. And you're the future. And we love to see the future. For real. And Chris says, no better feeling of performing on the stage with your daughter, and those two crush it. They do. They're having a good time, Chris. They really are. You can just tell they're having a good time. And yeah, that's how it works. And what's Jeffrey says, what are you crying about? Weren't you part of the Odyssey Club? I was, Jeffrey. Thank you for that. I actually owned the Odyssey Club for 10 years. 10 years I did. And Ed says, never been a fan of bands in casinos. Too much noise and distraction. Absolutely. And yeah, they don't let you in with professional camera gear or any of that. In fact, I had them one night. I was in there and they got upset. I was taking pictures of the band with my cell phone. So they asked me to stop and I was like, all right, whatever. I don't know why the rules. I understand they don't want you shooting the gaming machines and all those things, but it just, it is what it is. And Mojo is great. And I've gotten over the fact that the casino has that PA in the background that says another lucky winner every 5 minutes, and that overwhelms the band sometimes depending on where you're sitting. But this was in the actual center bar, and I was very disappointed in the sound. I was. And, they have great vocals. Their vocals all sounded like someone threw a wet blanket over their microphones. Scott's on a roll. He is. Sorry. Alex says, yeah, that was a bummer. Yeah. And yeah, the young guy that does sound in there, is very good. The one guy, I've heard excellent mixes out of him. He owns that company that does the sound, I think. And he's very young and seems to be very experienced for what he's doing. But the guy Saturday didn't care. No, he was just getting paid. And that's sad. It is. Mike says, don't feel bad about saying something about the sound. Sound person makes or breaks your band. And thank goodness people that were there liked Mojo Rising and understood that. And they stayed and they partied and the band played the full night and everybody enjoyed it that was in there. So, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a little overcritical on the sound side. I like good sound, but for the most part, that was the only disappointment because the band was fantastic. And yeah, definitely. So let's talk about their set list for just a minute if we can. Let's talk about I'm going to look over at the other screen over here that I've got them up on. So please don't think I'm looking away from you all, but I am. Swingtown, Shaken, Long Train Running, When Will I Be Loved? Listen to this diverse set list, people. Love a Rainy Night, Driving My Life Away, or Driving My Wife Away, if you want to say that. I'm All Right, Ready to Go. That's a good one Alex is doing, too. I love that one. 1 Week, Black Velvet. Thunder Island, Jay Ferguson tune. Love it. Still the One. Brandy, You're a Fine Girl. Magic Power, Triumph in there. Suddenly I See, One Way or Another, Walk Like an Egyptian. These are all These are all great songs that are on this set list for Mojo Horizon. September, Faith, Mr. Brightside, Beat It, Baba O'Reilly. And then let's go to the next list. It's My Life, Animal, Heartbreaker, Semi-Charmed Life, Dance the Night Away, Caught Up in You, Hungry Like the Wolf, 3 a.m., All for You, Slide, Before He Cheats. I don't want to make Alex mad. Should be digging a key in the side of my four-wheel drive. Landslide, Everywhere, Secondhand News, Go Your Own Way. Wow. Take on Me, Aaliyah. Who does that song? I love that. Everybody Wants You, She's a Beauty, Sweet Escape, Hella Good, Sexy Back Mix, Sweet Dreams, Seven Nation Army Mix. Wow. Jamie's Crying, Wild Thing Mix, My Own Worst Enemy, and Fly Away, Mojo Rising for the end. I mean, 52 song set list, people. 52 song set list. Think about that. Come on. That's a band right there. That's a good band. It is. And yes, Steve says Dave Evans had an incredible broom solo. And Steve, I saw you there. I waved at you. We kind of talked for a second. I'm sorry I didn't get back over to talk to you. I ran into friends there, and we were actually watched the whole show, the band. We were just out of the bar a little bit. But yes. Yeah, Mr. Burroughs Tavern, keep Mojo Rising in mind. Keep them in mind. Great band. They are. Jeff Meadows, how are you, buddy? Good to have you with us. I like Jeff. Jeff's sponsor of the jam sometimes, he is. So let me kill those set lists off my screen here, and we'll get to some more. But Mojo Rising, put them on your list if you haven't seen them yet. Put them on any band we talk about here. Put them on the follow list on your Facebook page so you get a chance to see where they're playing and what they're doing. And they're a wonderful band and a lot of fun. I'm glad I made the trip down there Friday. I missed out on a big one at Mr. Burroughs, which was barely able. Good friends, and they were playing, but I've seen them a bunch and reported on them a bunch, and I wanted a chance to spread the wealth a little bit and get down to see our friends from Mojo Rising, who don't come north real often. We don't get them this far north, so it's good to have them there. Bronson Hetzer in the house from the Filthy Heathens. Good to have you with us, buddy. I love your new video stuff you put out. Looks good. It does, even if you don't have a shirt on, Bronson. Yeah. We'll talk about that later. We will. Carla says, what did you say? Amazing set list. Yeah. So good. And Mr. Burroughs said, we'd love to book them. There you go. That's what I like to hear. Get them in 5 minutes from my house. We'll have a party. We will have a little party. All right. Thank you, Mojo Rising. Thanks to all the folks in the band. Wonderful people. And each one of them after the show came over and said, thanks for being here. I just love the hospitality they show their audience all the time. Really, really good stuff. Hey, by the way, I did notice today I got unfriended only because I saw him comment on something, and I noticed the unfriended by somebody who's been trashing musicians. Oh, heart is broken. It is. My heart's broken. Interesting. All right. I kept them there as a friend because I wasn't going to give them the pleasure of dogging me out by unfriending them. So now they can dog me out in private. And Izzy says he's down for that. All right. Izzy, you killed it too, buddy. Love your style on stage. Great bass player, great vocalist. This band is so deep. So please check them out. Check them out. All right, let's go to Saturday night. Made a little stop there at Mr. Burroughs Tavern on Saturday for the Contenders. Wearing the shirt today. Another band I dearly love, the Contenders. You've heard me talk about Finding Melissa. So you take Kenny and Melissa, and then you add the other folks to the mix there, and you get the Contenders, and you get a rock version and a heavier rock version than you would see in Finding Melissa, obviously. But what a great time their band is, and good stuff too. And I've got a set list of theirs. I want to talk about their songs as well. But another wonderful night. Now, here's what happens sometimes. They got to follow Barely Able, who's got a huge local following on Friday night. So a lot of people descended upon Mr. Burroughs on Friday night. And then they partake a little and they don't necessarily go out 2 nights in a row. So some of the regular folks that I'm used to seeing in there who love music, Mr. Burroughs, weren't there on Saturday to see the Contenders. And that's kind of a shame because the Contenders are a great band. And listen to some of these songs that they did on Saturday night, and you'll understand why I say great band. And when they play them well. And Missy's vocals are amazing. She wails and just she can literally tear it up. And somebody said to me and she's gonna be all shucks about this one. Somebody said to me on Saturday night in there that I ran into that's from Cincinnati, that was up into Springboro area. They said, man, she's like the Melissa Singer Reed of Dayton. I was like, wow, those are big shoes to fill. Big shoes to fill. But she's got a great voice. She does, and people love her voice. So here's some of their set lists. Detroit Rock City, Surrender, Heartbreaker, Breaking the Law, Free Ride, Dirty White Boy, My Kinda Lover, Stroke Me, Barracuda, Give Me Some Lovin', gosh, Crazy Train, Inner Sandman, Burning Down the House, I Was Made for Lovin' You, got a little Kiss disco in there, Dance the Night Away, Separate Ways, Nothing But a Good Time, Blow, and Sugar. That's set 1. 20 songs. How about set 2? Immigrant Song, Yankee Rose. I love the way they did that too, by the way. Raise Your Hands, Wasted Years, Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting, Bad Reputation. Missy's on here. You got a bad reputation, Missy. Yeah, what a huge compliment that was out of someone. I thought the same thing. Monkey Business, Cold Gin, Learn to Fly, Edge of a Broken Heart, Don't Change, Let's Dance, We Got the Beat, Girls on Film, got a little 80s MTV throw in there, Hot Blooded, Working for the Weekend, Cowbell and All, right? We had all kinds of people there. Jeff's in there. My Own Worst Enemy, You Shook Me All Night Long, Play That Funky Music and Rock and Roll All Night and Party Every Day. 40 songs set there for the wonderful Contenders. Isn't that good? It is. Hi, Dirk Turner. Thank you. Hi, Todd. How are you, buddy? Crying out loud in the house. And we've got, wow. Is that? Hi, Lynn. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm getting weird comments that are popping up here and then that went away. And I was like, where'd it go? Jamie, how are you from 1330 in the house? Good to have all the musicians here today, guys. Thank you so much. Liars for Hire represented. Carla says, Cher, such a great show and love that you hit the great set list. I love to get the set list. And Travis Milton's here. They played at the Bell on Friday night, Devin Milton and company. So we got a lot of folks in here today. But that was the Contender set list. What a great set list it was. And they had Rob Jeremy doing sound that night for them, and just a whole host of people in there that we got to see. I got to see, The Weekend Effect. They were in the house, the band, and some of those folks. So it was good. And Kevin said this past Saturday was the wrong night for a solo gig. Tough night. Tough night competing, Kevin, with all the other music that was going on, because I know, there was so much happening. The Bell and the Bear had... Under the Sun, which is always a standing room only crowd. Hi, Stu. Thank you for being here. So, yeah, that was the Contenders. I want to thank them again for the great hospitality they always show. Kevin said 100%. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. Competition level. And Mr. Burroughs said, Contenders, great music. Thank you. And I know Mr. Burroughs loves Finding Melissa, too. They book... them a lot, and that's good because they're a real good fit in Mr. Burroughs for real. So if you haven't seen that group as well, check out Finding Melissa and follow the Contenders on Facebook. They've got over 1,000 followers now, but they could sure use 2,000, maybe 3, maybe 4. Hit them up. Hit everybody up we're talking about today. Got one more thing to talk about from the weekend, guys, and I want to hit on this because I had such a blast yesterday. Put the old gray-haired man here in a room with 100 beautiful women and 6 guys. Yeah, good odds. Good odds. No, the Bougie Boogie Brunch at Mr. Burroughs Tavern. Mr. Burroughs is nice enough to ask me to participate in that and do some media work with the camera and little video work and all that. And we're constantly trying to improve those skills. And it's a great opportunity to shoot some really good pictures, some really fun video. And if you've never been to one of these, let me just describe it. First of all, it's a beautiful room set up for brunch. The mimosas are there. The food is there. Their maple candied bacon is just amazing. Quiche, fruit, danishes, everything. And for one price ticket, you can come in and you can sit down and you get all that at your table. And you also get a microphone. Not a real microphone, but a fake microphone. But it becomes a sing-along device. And boy, do they sing along. And I've got to give props to my brother there, Jay Nip, who was doing the DJ work. He's an incredible entertainer. You may have seen him at Hollywood Casino in Lawrenceburg, the Hollywood Casino. He is the Boogie Nights music director, so to speak, and DJ. And he puts on a hell of a show. He's a great entertainer. He's got a uncanny sense of what songs to play next. I mean, good DJ sense, which that's a skill in itself. And his equipment is great. His lighting is great. It makes for a huge party. And this party was just, I'm going to say it again, epic. Wonderful party. Let's see. Let me see here. I'm looking at comments before I get too deep into this. Thank you, Missy. Dirk said I had a great crowd at Brick Tappin' Tavern for their second to last show. I'm sad about that. And yes, Carla wants to be me. No, you don't, Carla. Trust me when I say that you don't want to be me. No. Kevin's my guitar hero, Todd said. All right. And Larry, how are you, buddy? You do have a lot of bands to go see. You're always playing, though, brother. He's in Bottoms Up, guys. Larry, if you haven't seen them, they're great as well. Tracy had so much fun yesterday. Glenn, thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Jamie saying Saturday night at the Blue Note. Wow, good deal. Opening for a Zeppelin tribute. And you did 2 one-hour sets with 1330. There you go, Jamie. Love it. Love it, love it. There's Mike in the house. Great to see you, Mike. And you want to hear what I have to say about certain dancers? I will. Is Judy on here? We're going to talk about her dancing skills. We're changing her name to Cinnamon. She's on the main stage, baby. She is. And Marcy says, I never imagined buying those fake microphones to be the best decision. It is. Everybody's a bar star with those. And the singing, man. I mean, when you have the power like Jay had there, when you're playing a song and everybody's singing along, like ABBA, Dancing Queen and all that, and they're singing and they're dancing and they're having fun, it just makes the whole day so much better. And the ladies like to dance. They like to take part in their mimosas. They like to sing along. And it's just a party from 10 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And now Caitlin Davis came in to sing at 3, and she walked in like, what have I walked into? So that was interesting. But lots of fun stuff going on at the Bougie Boogie Brunch. Now, I took a ton of pictures. Marcy from Mr. Burroughs will tell you that. Probably way too many videos, but don't message me. People are messaging me like, you got that picture of me? You got this of me? You got that? They'll all be on the Mr. Burroughs page eventually. Okay. Or some of them will. And if you don't make the cut on the Mr. Burrows page, then you can message me and I'll send you yours or something and you can have it. But I made sure I'm there to shoot that for them, and they put those on their page and do what they can do with them. And I am not a pro photographer. I will say that 100%. There are people out there that are really good at that stuff. But I just try to capture the essence of the moment, and I hope we did. And we caught some great videos. And Mr. Burrows says Caitlin Davis can sing. Yes, she's awesome. Awesome. And the people there had a great time at Mr. Burrows. It was a wonderful party. She's doing those about every 2 months now. And I think that's what the plan is, at least. And the next one, don't miss it. If you got a group of ladies, you want to go out and have a great Sunday morning, show up at 10 o'clock, get your tickets, show up at 10 o'clock and enjoy a wonderful amount of food. There was more food than anybody could eat. And obviously there. And enjoy the entertainment and the fun and the dancing and the singing along, because there's so many songs that you're going to sing to and love, and you're going to be there with your best friends, and it'll be a really good time. So thank you for including me in that, Mr. Burrows Tavern. I always appreciate it. And however, I will say at one point I found myself in the middle of the dance floor shooting some video by accident. I wandered in there and I barely came out alive. I was grabbed and groped. I got to say that. But it was all in fun. It was. So watch for the videos to come up on Mr. Burrows' page. You'll love some of them, and some great people. And some people we all know who are regulars in there, and people that have never been in that place before were there. And that's a cool thing about it. Now, the funny part was there's a vape store next door. And as every once in a while, I'd watch somebody walk up to the vape store when they opened, like around 10:15, 10:30. And the look on their face as they were like, what is happening here? This place is packed. Cars are everywhere. It's Sunday morning at 10:30 and the music's thumping and people are woo-girling in there and making all kinds of noise. And these people were looking like, yeah, I got to go over here and peek in the windows and see what's going on. And then the windows got all steamed up so nobody could see in. Bob said, get any digits? Well, that's a figure of speech, Bob. Yeah, there were some digits on the dance floor. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah, it was a great time. It was a great time. And the women are dressed beautifully. I mean, it's just a fun time. It's a wonderful, wonderful event. So looking forward to the next one for real. And yeah, it's different. And Mr. Burrows knocked it out of the park with that one. It's a great event for everybody. And yeah, Carlos laughing at Bob's comment too. I'm too old to get digits, man. I am. I'm over the hill, you know. Hey, thanks for watching today, everybody. Hope you enjoyed our weekend update. If you've got a band or a solo act or a musician you love, and you'd like to get them on our list for Thursday, where we feature who's playing out each week, they don't have to play every week. Just hook them up with us. Have them contact us via social media, and I'll get them on the list, and we'll put them out there so people know who they are. And we've got a really good week coming your way. Hot Topic Tuesday tomorrow with Karis. And that's always fun and entertaining. It is. And then Wednesday with the band, Sean McGarry is going to be with me. And he's going to be talking about a big event he's got coming up as well. And also coming up in the next few weeks, Scotty Bratcher will join me on Wednesday with the band, the one-on-one Wednesday. And we're going to talk about him hosting the Shred Off at the Bell and the Bear, along with his career and those kind of things. So looking forward to all that stuff here in the next few weeks. Who else we got? Oh, yeah. The Oscar Wildes are going to be on the show, and many, many more. So if you've got a band, too, that would like to be on the show, we'd love to have you as well and talk about your band. Really good stuff. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you being here. We've run way over for a Monday. But until then, you know, you can get out and support live local music every night of the week. There's something going on somewhere. So please check it out. And I thank you all for telling me I'm never too old. But, you know, I was feeling it yesterday. I was after the whole event. That's a little, can I just say overstimulated? And don't take that down a path of dirtiness. Okay. Yes. After party was great too. Didn't get home till 8. Well, I got home earlier than that, but yes, the after party was just as fun. And our friend Tony was up kicking this morning. He was. So I guess that's a good thing. Thank you, Gina McCann. I love you, my dear. Thanks for being here. Carla, thank you so much. Mark Bransford, thank you so much, my friend. It's always good to see you. I got to see you on Wednesday for a few minutes. That was nice. And Dave, thank you so much. Judy, see you later. And Mike, thank you if you're still out there. Carla, thank you so much. Appreciate y'all being here, guys. Tune in tomorrow, Hot Topic Tuesday. Count how many F-bombs Karis can throw at me and see how many Jamesons I get. She owes me 164 right now. Yes. She might as well just buy me a seat at the bar and a case of Jameson once a week. That's how it's going to work. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Working for the weekend, and I want to see a show. I flip on the book of face.
Thanks, Steve. I don't know why. You have to message me and tell me why. All right. Leah, thank you. Night. Get some sleep, Marcy.
Showing lots of love for the community with great advice. I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show is where I go for the latest planned info.
I guess I better do this one today. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities that they may represent. Thank you.
All around town radio show. The All Around Town Radio.
Follow us on the Instagram if you care to. Also, the tube of you. We're on the TikTok. We are, and the X. Don't look for us to post on X very often, but, you know, you can try it. Bye-bye, everybody.